sure you can? There's a game called Waffle Ball.
I thought there was. I mean, I've always heard waffle ball.
Well, I guess that's the best you can hit it with the waffle. Let's go to work.
Welcome to the Beagle and Mad Dog show. I'm Beagle. Right now, Mad Dog is currently getting coffee. I don't know why I have mine faster than he does, but he's wore out after a game of waffle ball. I still don't understand how you're supposed to hit a ball with a waffle, but apparently it can be done. Here comes Mad Dog right now.
Oh, ready to get the show started. Well, I think. Oh, let's see if I can get that set down this thing. Oh, what in the hell happened?
I think we need to take a break right now. Thank you very
Are
much.
you just going to sit there with your thumbs in your ass? You going to help?
Welcome back to the Beagle and Mad Dog show. We had a slight delay because Mad Dog had a malfunction with his chair.
Yeah, don't buy cheap. Stay away from cheap.
So, you ready to get started, Mad Dog?
Oh yeah, so let's get started with one of the things we're trying to hopefully have here is we're going to have contests between me and Beagle where the winner gets to choose what the loser has to do. Like, I might have Beagle walk through Walmart's in a dress.
Or I might have Mad Dog go to the bar and sing karaoke sober.
Yes.
We're also going to do things like trivia for the fans, but in the trivia you're going to have to watch the previous show so that you know the answers, and we're going to give gift cards to the correct fan.
And then we're also going to do things as far as like dress up in costumes, have skits, have our own little commercial ideas, you know, just have some fun, and be crazy.
Our show's going to be about a lot of like sports and comedy, but it's not just going to be about comedy, it's also going to be about sports. There's going to be a lot of things related to both of those, but it's more than just that.
Yes, we want to have sports, but have fun with it too. That's what we want to do. And hopefully you will have fun.
We're also going to challenge each other. We currently have challenges active right now. Like, we're baseball fans, and he's a fan of the crappy Cardinals, and I'm a fan of the Royals. If the Royals do win more games, he's going to have to get Kansas City tattooed on his ass. If Kansas City loses more games, I'm going to have to get the Cardinals tattooed on my ass, which I wouldn't have a problem with. That's where they belong.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So what do you think about the early baseball season?
I don't know. It's really hard to tell yet. Because, you know, you have those ones where you see they start out looking good in the preseason, the spring training, and then they get to the regular season and it all just goes to hell for them, you know.
The spring training right now looks good for the Royals.
It does, but, you know, they're projected to finish, you know, about midway in the division. But, you know, the Cardinals are projected to be in the cellars, so, you know.
Well, at this point with the Royals, it can't be as bad as last season.
No. No, it can't be. Because, you know, last year they started off, what was it, 6-0?
And then they lost.
And then it just went to shit. It just went downhill from there. It just, I don't know. You know, they started off 6-0 and then it just went down. That's what I mean. It's so hard to tell from even spring training how a team's actually going to do until, you know, the regular season.
Last year it was like the playoffs. I just hope we can win a game.
Yeah, that's what it was. You know, But anyway, so how do you like the new XFL?
I like it a lot. It gives something to watch in the off season of the NFL, and they've had some pretty nice games and some pretty interesting calls and interesting firings. Like the very first game,
Oh yeah,
firing the coach
yeah.
for allowing 33 points in a league where
He
you
just
think
gets
you can
off the
see
bus
more.
and they send him right back home. But yeah, I
What
don't
do you think about the NFL like in the kickoffs?
I think it's something that could be good for the fact that, you know, if you look back through history, there's been a lot of injuries on the kickoff, you know. So I think it could do some good. It could be beneficial to the league if it can slow down some of the injuries, you know what I mean? I don't think they need to take everything from the XFL, but I do think that is one.
No, I think the kickoff would be okay, but I wouldn't want to see anything else.
But I do see where that could be beneficial to the NFL. Yes. And what do you say? What about the DC? What happened to them? They started off 2 games great, and then it's like, boom, they lose 39-9 to a nobody, and then the next game
When you
turn
think they
around.
can't play any worse, they play
They lose
just
to
as
an
bad.
0-3 team. And you know what happened to them? And they was predicted to be one of the teams to beat, and now they're looking like, you know, what happened? Jeez. But you know, there is Houston. Houston they're saying is the team going to be the team to beat. It's Houston.
Well, if they're anything like the Astros, I mean,
I don't know if they're cheaters, but you know, but they do have a pretty decent quarterback. It seems like, and you know, they do have a pretty good quarterback. I think they're gonna be all right.
I'm hoping DC wins it all.
But yeah, I'd like to see DC.
It's not looking like it now, though. It's looking like they're going to be good start, and just like the Royals.
But before we go too far, let's go back to that. Now, what do you think should be done to the Astros? Do you think they've done enough? Do you think there needs to be something done? What? What do you call? You know.
I think it'd be nice if they could find a way to, like, prove that would not happen again. Because
Yeah, right.
they've not done that.
That's something they haven't done. They haven't proven that it's not going to happen again. And then, you know, it's like, to me, they should have done more to the owner. You can't tell me you have a valuable club and you don't know what the hell's going on with it. Do you believe that? Oh, I don't know what was going on with my club. Come on now. You can't tell me he didn't have an idea. I just don't believe that, but enough of that. But I don't know. I don't think they can do anything. That what's done is done.
There's always been
You know,
cheating. Like
there has been.
It's just one of those things that it happens in sports. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
But they need to try the best to minimize it.
Right. And hopefully someday they will come up with that. But I don't know. But anyway,
I'm already ready for the next season of the NFL.
yes, the NFL that's my sport right there. The NFL. I love baseball, basketball, you know, but when it comes to football, that's my thing. Football. And speaking of football,
Last season, I bought him a Kansas City Cup,
yes,
and I told him if he drank out of it every game, they would win the Super Bowl, which happened. But what's even more surprising is that the only games they lost, he did not drink from
Yes.
the cup.
I did not drink out of the cup. And the day that they was losing 24-0 in the playoff, had not been drinking out of this cup. I started drinking out of it.
About 2 minutes later,
They win. So I believe in this cup now.
I'm going to start a challenge. I'm going to give him another cup next season and see if they win the Super Bowl.
But I still can't believe they won finally.
I'm still shocked.
So many years of being a Kansas City fan, and they finally come through. It was a great feeling.
Alright, it's time to wrap up the show. We hope you had fun watching.
Yes. And this is a short show. It's just more or less just kind of introduce ourselves and get you to know and have an idea of some of the things we're going to do.
This is nowhere near what most of them are going to be. They're going to be
No,
much more
this is just
entertaining.
a put together show, just kind of let you know who we are. So I guess for now, this is Mad Dog
And Beagle.
signing out.